If we were to stand up right now, close our eyes, and put our hands out in front of us, what do you think we would feel? I think we would feel absolutely nothing. But we know there is something there, right? It's just our five senses can't pick it up. When we reach a barrier, the same thing happens. There is something there that we can't sense that is stopping us dead in our tracks before we move forward. I think that something is fear. If we were to stretch our hands out in front of us, in my opinion, what we are experiencing is equivalent to fear. Why? You can make it the size of a bowling ball or the size of a marble. It's your choice. Simply by moving your hands. Right? So if I move my hands outwards, it's the size of a bowling ball. If I clasp them together, it's the size of a marble. We have the ability to change its form. Why? Because it's intangible. It's not real. It's a manifestation of our minds. You know, like the monster that was living underneath our bed when we were kids. And when we got older, we realized, geez, it's not a monster. It was just something of our imagination. In other words, fear is something that we cannot taste, touch, smell, hear, or see. Fear is something that we can't sense through our five senses. Fear is the first psychological hurdle we have to take when we decide to break through to the other side. Whatever side that is that we want to break through to. The fact that it's invisible and intangible makes it powerful, because if we can't see something visibly, if something is not tangible, then it has the ability to take control of us. But let's say if we were to flip that around and we made it visible and we made it tangible, then what would we do? Some of us may take a sledgehammer and smash it into pieces, but it's not. However, the fact that it is intangible allows us to shape it at will. That is the power of our minds. Now, if we were to take our hands and clasp them together, we can say that that's equivalent to taking our minds and smashing fear. This ability to take control of fear allows us to move through a window of opportunity. Because once we take control of the fear, a door opens up. Okay, now this door opens up. We've broken through to the other side. Now what do? We have to start taking small, cautious steps. The reason being is that it's like if someone were to drop you off an airplane and all of a sudden you're in the middle of a jungle out of, in Southeast Asia, what are you going to do? You start prancing around? You need to you need to orient yourself, right? We have to explore the layout before we can enjoy the scenery. We have to take some time to engrave this new experience into our belief system. This jungle that we're in has now become our reality. And now we have to make sense of this jungle before we move forward. The trick is not to move back into that window of opportunity that we created, but to continue to move forward. To stay in this jungle, to enjoy the scenery that we've created for ourselves, and to continue to overcome the invisibles, things like fear, the intangible creations of our mind, as we move forward to create more windows of opportunity for ourselves as we move forward.